Y'all, so this gonna be a current energy reading for April of 2026. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the current energy. For April of 2026, Two of Pentacles. Let's give me the vibes that there's two sides of a situation. There's a lot of flip-flopping, like someone trying to play both sides of the fence too with the Two of Pentacles energy. But someone's hell bent on there's two sides to every situation, and it sounds like to me that this is leaning more over on someone that hasn't been heard the right way, the proper way, rather than people running their mouth type of energy. So whatever is being done with a lot of manipulation, that's not holding up too well. And the weight is tending to lean towards the other side. This is also giving me the vibes of the scales too, which would be Libra energy, justice. 222 would represent balance. That could also represent justice. Some of you could be seeing the angel number 222. What's going on with the current energy? All right, the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Y'all hold on a minute. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Five of Pentacles reverse. Two of Pentacles. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is coming up in reverse now. Virgo energy. Leo energy. Cancer energy. Scorpio energy. Aquarius and Aries energy. So what's going on with the current energy is there has been nothing but illusions and misinformation being created about someone in order to try to get them disapproved of where they live at with the Four of Wands. But little do these individuals know the truth about this misinformation covertly. They secretly know about a lot of lies and misinformation that is causing someone a relentless betrayal with the Three of Swords. And they know that people are lying about this individual and causing nothing but illusions and trying to brainwash people into disapproving of something that someone is not. Some of these individuals also know about someone's identity being used, but this is also in a covert manner that they know about. There's a lot of individuals keeping things to themselves and how they know more than what they let off to these individuals that think that they could bullshit them and brainwash them about someone. That's the energy that's coming through very heavily. Some of these individuals know that they're trying to create illusions and to create a lot of energetic manipulation to imbalance the energy and to imbalance. This is also trying to imbalance family dynamics. This is meant to affect a lot of families with the Four of Wands, but there's a couple of them that are not being affected by that, by them knowing what's going on underneath the surface with the Moon card, because that's all about things that you may not be able to interpret on a physical based level. It's more so intuitive based. You have to use your intuition. And once you use your intuition, you're going to be able to gain information or gain access to what your intuition may be telling you. Like if something is not right about some type of situation involving someone spreading rumors, misinformation, You need to trust your gut feeling that something ain't right. The same things these individuals run their mouth about while trying to slander somebody with all this misinformation, the Ace of Sword diverse, continuously making a wrong decision when engaging in that by betraying someone. This could have something involving someone's ex. These individuals that keep on doing this and running their mouth about certain things are fitting the description of them. So the more that this energy is hell bent on doing necromancy, there's another thing that's coming through here: necromancy, ritual abuse, constantly working through the moon cycles, full moon, half moon, new moon, etc. They got the moon cycles, and you got these individuals sitting there committing necromancy abuse, sitting there trying to like get these individuals to operate as monitoring spirits. Some of these individuals could have noticed a strange, like there's something strange that they could have acknowledged that this is not like them. Like they're paying way too much attention to you on an illusional base level. It's like there's too much attention that's abnormal. Like something trying to control them to get them to look at you. It's a monitoring spirit, bro. Someone doing necromancy, ritual abuse, and all to conjure up spirits and to project them through other vessels to where these spirits could take hold of these vessels. That way they could access information by physically on this physical 3D plane, get information and deliver back to the witch. Some of you out there, you're way much more smarter than that with the Seven of Swords. You have angels that are monitoring these demons that think that they could jump through different vessels and all to try to trick people. But this is all connected within the physical activity of misinformation and rumors being spoken about you. It's all connected together. And in reality, these people that has been feeding these illusions are heartbroken. They're not playing victim. This is not the victim card. They're heartbroken at not sitting there defending you when they should have defended you. And I'm also getting this is very heartbreaking to them to know that the things that was being said about you is fitting the description of the people that they once could have seen as family. Very close friends of theirs that are these people. So this give me the vibes of their skeletons are coming out left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. The more that they engage in these ritualistic practices and abuse these rituals, the more it comes out about who these individuals really are. And it's causing these individuals that once could trust these people on silent mode. It's like they don't know what to say. Just when they thought that they could trust people that they've been around all their life, but yet when it comes to a complete stranger, these individuals don't know nothing about. They could have seen you out there here and there, but they know nothing about you. It's the ones that are around 24/7 are the ones that are fit the description of the hateful shit that was said about you. Now you got people in this energy that wants to avoid that. I'm also getting there. They could be watching their back too. They don't trust these individuals. You got a whole group of individuals that don't trust each other. So it sounds like to me the focus is off of you because there was something that was being manipulated with nothing but illusions and spell work to get the focus on you in a negative, underhanded way. Could have possibly try to cause you some legalities, unfair legality troubles, but that right there could be coming to an end. There's a stoppage type of energy that I'm feeling with the Three of Swords upright and the Ace of Swords reverse. The main thing of what's causing people to be in this energy of confusion is you living your best life. All of this being done in your surroundings are not affecting you. Some of you out there, you may intuitively know something underneath the surface that these individuals, what they're doing, like they're running their mouth about you, but this don't fit a description of who you are. You have to keep in mind that reputation is an illusion. Unless someone knows you personally, regards in the photos, video, all that could be manipulated these times with AI. You have people creating fake accounts to slander someone's character, and therefore you got a whole group of individuals that eventually pitch in and they start doing certain things, and eventually it's just going to get out of control. But you have AI, you have people that could get on fake accounts, but yet none of these individuals took it a time of themselves, the time out their day, to spend a day with you, to really get to know you. If you really want to know somebody in these times, you don't do it over social media. You don't do it by hearing what the fuck somebody else got to say about them, because it's bullshit. You get to know them in person. Just because you heard this, or you think that you seeing something, you could be looking at a straight illusion. Get to know someone in person. That's how you're gonna better to know them and know by their energy. Also, pay attention to animals. If animals act strange and act highly defensive or agitated or overly aggressive towards this person, then that's something right there that you know that something's off about them. But if this person could get around, like let's say they may be a family pet, or just it could be a stray animal, and yet the animal shows a lot of signs of calmness, that's a sign right there that that animal can see straight through that individual spirit that they're not a bad person. If someone is a violent person or someone's a dangerous person that's not meant to be trusted, that animal is the first thing that's going to be able to pick up on that. This is giving me the vibes of that movie, Joe Dirt, y'all. And how everybody thought that the dude was a problem, but yet the dog was fucking sat there and he was in trouble. He couldn't get off the fucking porch. And what did he do? He helped them out, didn't he? Exactly. He wasn't hurting the dog. The dog was sitting there screaming and hollering because he was frozen to the porch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm channeling that movie, but there's a certain thing that's going on here to where, like, I mean, the moon does represent dogs too. Come to think of it, that did happen at nighttime whenever he freed the dog from that porch. But it was a porch that originally was hurting the dog, it wasn't him. But people that like him because they hated on him because, believe it or not, he had his own way at doing things. And you at least expect someone like Brandy off that movie would like him. Even though I know it's a scripted movie, but still though, it's still in a movie based. Out of all the people out there, she's the one that liked him. Oh, so looks could be deceiving. That's the type of energy I'm getting from this too here. With the moon and the ace of swords reversed. Looks could be deceiving. Someone may on a covert level like you, not based off your looks or some type of illusional trash reputation type of energy, but who you are. Someone likes you because you're a carefree spirited person with the Fool card Aquarius energy. They like you because this is not affecting you. It sounds like to me this is affecting other people in your surroundings because they're the ones that keep on feeding this illusion. All these individuals are doing, bro, is feeding nothing but bullshit illusions with rituals. That's brainwashing them. These people are brainwashed, but there's a certain group of them that are not. For some of you out there, bro, like there's something coming out here about an ex with the three of swords. This ex man not even truly knew you for who you was until these individuals started doing all this hateful shit to you. That's exposing them. There's some slow type of wake up call energy here. Even though the judgment card is not here with with the moon in reverse, there's a wake up call energy going on. Apparently, you being seen is not the problem, and there's other people that are siding in with that on a covert level. They're not letting it. They're not letting anybody else know about it because they're seeing how far these individuals are going to keep on trying to drag some form of illusions and to try to harm your reputation. Because these people about had enough of these individuals doing this to you. Some of y'all may not believe in that, but it's affecting a lot of people. And there's a lot of distrust and energy. Give me a closer message. The Three of Wands reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Knight of Swords reverse. The King of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Okay, so there's a shift that's taking place that's going to bring the truth out. Tower reverse. Scorpio energy. Ten of Wands reverse. The Lovers reverse. Gemini energy. The Hierophant Taurus energy. Gemini Virgo energy with the Magician. Nine of Wands reverse. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Eight of Cups reverse. Seven of Pentacles. And the Five of Swords reverse with the Patient Man reverse, which is Pisces energy. So it sounds like to me there's a shift that's taking place involving people that's going to get the truth about who someone really is. Something could be coming out about a spiritual leader. It's a powerful person right here. Taurus, Virgo, Gemini energy. It's a powerful person. This individual ain't causing any fucking harm with this Five of Swords reverse energy. So there's some conflict involving someone that may be a powerful individual. This could represent a religious leader or a spiritual leader. There's something coming out here how there was a narrative that was manipulated over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Someone still may be trying to cover and trying to manipulate and lie in order to try to say that they had the wrong person when it was somebody else that was doing this to you. But either way, whoever this individual is that's in this powerful energy over here with this change that's happening of an external shift. This is not just all about the internal, but this is an external shift that's taking place. This is still going to take place in a positive way, but there's still something behind the scenes to where these individuals don't want to be embarrassed. So it's like they're still trying to blame it over where they had the wrong person. That's bullshit. They knew they had the wrong person because it wasn't even a person to start with. This was just done to manipulate a narrative, but there's something that they want to go through with and blame it on somebody else. Confirmation with that train coming by. Yep. Whoever this religious or spiritual leader is with the Hierophant and a magician, Seven of Pentacles energy and Ace of Swords, there ain't gonna be no lies being manipulated about this energy over here, bro. You're not doing it with this energy. Better go find some fucking body else over there, but it ain't happening with this energy over here. It's not. The universe is continuing to be on this person's side. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they don't manipulate currents of energy. They don't manipulate or try to bend energy or bend the universe's free will when it comes to things that's supposed to flow naturally. Events that's supposed to manifest naturally to take place. That involves reconciliations. It also involves meeting new lovers. This individual don't have to manipulate or to try to sit there or even use the laws of attraction to draw someone to them. It's just a natural cosmetic energy. Someone spent a hell of a lot of time at trying to bend the universe's free will with energy. Therefore, it's taking control over people's thoughts, their minds. That right there will be all connected within the necromancy ritual abuse. It's like trying to get things to be manipulated on that level in order for it to manifest on a 3D level on a natural but unnatural type of way. If you energetically aware of what's taking place, you're going to be aware of what's going on. When something is not natural, you're going to be able to intuitively discern that. They're not warping this individual over here, but they ain't warping no energy with this energy over here. Universe is turning right with this energy. It's like if these individuals want to continue to take part in that and be brainwashed, go ahead. Go ahead. They just gonna end up in nothing but frustration, irritation, and want to cuss each other out because it ain't affecting this person. They still gonna be on their purpose and being a genuine individual. And they also deserve love in their life. This could be a celibate person though, with the Hierophant card. But the right person, they give it the right person, they go get down with that person. But it's nobody's business who this individual ends up in a connection with to start with. Even though this person over here may be celibate, don't mean that they don't deserve to be married or to have someone that's a great fit and match to them. But it's hard for people to understand this energy over here. But there may be somebody else that may also feel misunderstood. And it's like other people in their surroundings, they don't feel understood either. It's like there's this energy to where there's someone else out there that has the energy about them to where they want to be with that person to where they feel like they don't have to explain anything to them. They just get it. You know what that is? That's the spiritual side. Because you're not going to be able to understand somebody through looking at them through the physical vessel, bro. The proper level of discernment is when you're not even communicating with them and they're not even in the same house as you. Like they could be somewhere else. They could be at their job. You just know things intuitively. They don't even have to open their mouth and explain shit to you. If they need some space, you're gonna be able to feel that. Therefore, it's detachment. That's a rare thing to come by, y'all. I don't know if y'all are aware of that, but that's a rare connection to come by. But it's out there. It's just once you find someone that's in alignment with you on a spiritual base level, like who gives a shit like the physical base? It's on a spiritual base level. It's not about the looks and not even about the emotional intense connection or the compatibility on an emotional level. It's more so on a spiritual compatibility level. Who you and this individual are that resonates on that spiritual base level, the compatibility. Because they could be on a whole nother set of beliefs, or their soul could be on a different vibration when it comes to what they believe in, at how they do things on a spiritual base level that may not even manifest through the 3D. Therefore, will cause friction with anybody that they get with. Even to the ones that they may be in a connection with, they could be engaged to them or married to them. And there'll still be this conflicting energy to where they don't see things for how they should be seen. And it's like they have to wear a mask to a lot of people. They have to put up a front over social media. Every time they're out in a public setting, they have to fake as if everything is okay when it's really not. Because something deep down don't feel right. I'm going to tell you what that feeling is. Their soul is not in alignment with that marriage or that engagement. Like it could just be a regular relationship to the ones that may be in those connections. It's not really the right connection for them. That's usually how that stuff ends up manifesting. I don't know how that works out. It's not really based off a universal level energy. It's a spiritual based thing that takes place. Your soul is gonna know. But it's like people stuff that feeling down. It's basically their intuition. They stuff that feeling down. So there's a love message that wants to try to come through here with the energy. Even though the lovers is in reverse, that could represent people that no longer are compatible together, could be going their opposite ways or going their separate ways. This could be people that could have been together 10 or more years. They could have been together 20 something years. And it's like they no longer resonate with who they are, not on a physical base level, but a spiritual base level. But they should have paid attention to that feeling. If there's this unnatural energy to where you don't feel at home around someone, or you feel like you have to be way too perfect, you always aggravated, you always mentally drained, you always feel like you got to explain yourself. That's not the right energy that's meant for you, especially if you are someone that's evolved. That's not the right person, the right match for you. You should have this energy to where you both inspire each other to be creative, to bring your creativity side out. I'm gonna tell you where that comes from. The solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus combined in with that sacral energy, which is the sacral chakra and solar plexus chakra. That's where you have both energies spiraling together like that and mixing with each other like this. Therefore, you have like this huge sense of inspiration. It's not mainly based off the other chakras. It's mainly based off of that solar plexus and the sacral, which I want to say that would be yellow and orange, the colors. Yeah, it would be the solar plexus chakra and the sacral chakra. Those are the main two that may be needed through a situation when it comes to that creativity. I know a lot of people are curious and fascinated about the third eye. Like they want to learn how to open that side. They first have to recognize what the root chakra is about. Because the root, I'm gonna tell you where the root is, what the root is all about. Imagine a tree. You know how they got trees out there? It's it's the roots that's in the ground that keep that tree firm. If the roots are not sturdy or stable, that tree's gonna fall straight over like that. It's the roots. It's the roots. Well, how it's rooted into that ground. That's where the main thing that people should pay attention to is that root, the root chakra, before the other ones are activated. Many people want to rush, as I say, that they just want to open their third eye side, which is their spiritual side. But if they have that root chakra not activated or it's got some form of blockage or imbalance, they're gonna be all off. It's gonna be like a back and forth energy like this. Like it's gonna be off balanced because you're gonna be able to see things in a 3D that's gonna be mixing on an extreme intense level with the spiritual. So therefore, when you have all that combined together, it's just going to be coming at you left and right like this on an intense level. Therefore, it could cause depression. It could cause panic. It could cause a lot of uncomfortability, a lot of unease. Some of you could be subjected to spiritual attacks, psychic attacks. That can happen. But once that root chakra, if there's any blockages, or if the root chakra is not activated, it's best to activate that first hand and work on that. Therefore, that Kundalini activates and travels up the base of that spine like that. Some people report feeling a hot lava. It's like a hot liquid type of feeling that goes up the spine like this. It travels directly upwards. And sometimes they can feel it spiraling as it's doing that. Because I'm going to tell you what it's doing. It's burning away any blockages when it's spinning like that. Spinning fast too. But you have to be careful with that because the chakras can also be known as portals. That's another thing that people may not be aware of, like when they get involved in spirituality. Because spirals can also represent a portal. You do not want to have your chakra system manipulated or activated as portals. Because therefore you can be subjected and suitable to demonic attacks. Many people may not talk about that, but coming from my experience, you have to be careful when it comes to that side. Now, I know y'all may not hear me talk about that side a lot. Y'all just mainly hear me call out injustice. And sometimes I talk about federal law knowledge, but there's another side, bro, that I don't really talk about when it comes to my spiritual side because it's sacred. It's sacred. Many people may feel like, oh, well, that's a good thing to share with people, but I feel it's people's job, it's their own job or their own, it's up to them to locate that side. Because I can only do so much, I can only give so much knowledge and wisdom. But it's for them to find that side. Now, do I have the power to activate people's spiritual side? Indeed, I do, with the knowledge that I can share. But at the same time, I really feel on a spiritual based level, out of respect for the spirit realm, it's up to them to locate that, to find that side. Because just because I could give knowledge, it's best for them to learn on their own. But anyways, that could kind of catch people off guard. But like I said, I want to say a while back, I used to practice Hinduism back in 2020, in the summertime of 2020. I discovered a side of Hinduism where I would rub, there's this turmeric powder. It's organic turmeric powder. I rub it on my forehead and I put kumkum powder, which is processed turmeric. And what it does is it activates as a pulling mechanism. It's like a magnetic force that it's hard to explain, but it creates like this friction where it's like a push and pull when it comes to the third eye region. And what it does is it cleanses that region. It cleanses the pineal gland because that turmeric powder goes straight directly through the skin. It goes to the pineal. Especially when you have that processed turmeric. It's the same thing as turmeric, but it's just processed. And it's a red powder. And you have the turmeric, which is the organic turmeric powder, which is going to be a brownish orangish color. Okay? You can get that from your local grocery store. You go down the aisle, you look for organic turmeric powder. I don't know if they have any processed coon because I had to order that online. But that right there will cut. It's going to be a red powder. But it's just the same thing as turmeric, but it's processed turmeric. And what I used to do is I used to put the bindi on my forehead. And I even went in a store like that. People was looking at me all crazy, but I didn't care though. That's a spiritual practice, bro. That's a spiritual practice. I'm not sitting there bothering nobody. This is what I like doing, and this is how it's gonna be. But I kind of got out of that though. But I did activate that side back in the year of 2020. And it's like you mainly just start. It's a graceful feeling. It's a lighter feeling. It's like your reality comes different. Like your reality becomes different. You don't see things how you used to see them. Things begin to change. Faces even begin to change. Your surroundings begin to change. I'm gonna tell you how. Because of things that you was once operating on through a 3D base level that your soul wasn't aware of that try to get your attention. Once that becomes, it's like an evolving, transforming energy. Once you transform out of that and break out of this confined, one side track perspective, that's the opposite of beyond perception of duality perception. You begin to see things for what they really are. And once that side activates, you can't go back. There's no going back. You only just start your ascension from there. You can't descend and go back down. I mean, some people, they claim that they fall back asleep. Now that right there could be the truth. Some people go like fall back asleep, but they don't descend. They just go back asleep. They stay on that level where they ascended at, but they still stay asleep. They don't keep on ascending like that. But once that side's activated, there's an ascension that takes place every now and then. You will feel like changes within the physical vessel. You will also notice strange sensations when it comes to these Mercury retrogrades or something to do with planetary placements, like how they have things that's going on in the astral realm. And your soul will be able to channel that and pick that up on a universal base level. And for the ones that may not be aware of that, it's a hell of a challenge. It's not easy. Being a spiritual person, bro, is not a walk in the park like people think it is. People think, oh, it's just all this trance like energy, just like a hypnotic, like a good feeling all the time. I mean, yeah, you do have days like that to where you just feel like you feel free because you go beyond the mind, bro. You go beyond the mind because once you're trapped in a mental state, like once you're confined in your own mind, bro, that's the biggest prison there is of all time. Once you could get beyond that mind, there's nothing stopping you. Maybe this could be part of this change that's taking place. Like people are acknowledging the fact that you know what, it's not a crime for people to be connected to their spiritual side. I mean, it is indeed protected on the First Amendment on the physical 3D level. But I'm gonna tell you something right now, bro. Even when it comes to law, law is spiritual. Law itself is spiritual. But that's the thing. You have the underworld and you have the heavenly kingdom. You have both worlds. It's all about finding that balance. That right there is the thing that conflicts with some of us spiritual people because it's not supposed to be ran in the underworld manner to where officials are attacking you and trying to sit there and trying to disrupt your peace on that level. It's not supposed to be that way. They're supposed to be the angels in human form protecting you from negative forces trying to affect you and harm you. That's what they're there for. They are there indeed to serve and protect you on this physical plane level. They're not there to set you up. They're not there to have you lied on or to sit there to not have you protected. Because everything that's in writing, which what I consider to be a legal Bible, under the revised statutes, if that's how you say that, it's RS. Revised statutes, that's on the state law. Then you have on a federal law level, which would be the United States codes. Therefore, when you start reading into this legal knowledge, bro, it's going to come across as like a legal Bible. It's basically like a legal Bible. That's going to give you that legal based knowledge. Even though it may not be the same as spirituality, but at the same time, when you read on that and you learn that, therefore you have deeper knowledge on how the law is ran, how things are ran in the 3D base level, that also gives you your freedom as to say that, hey, you have your freedom, just don't do this and that. You still have your freedom because this is not a violation. See, that's all about studying those the RS, and then you have the United States codes, studying all that. Many people may have a different outlook on it, but that's how I look at it. I want to say that's how you say that revised statutes. That would be R.S. But just like I said before, law is spiritual. It plays an important role in spirituality, bro. Believe it or not, it does. People have to pay attention when it comes to sitting in front of a judge. There's a lot more than meets the eye, bro, when it comes to that judge wearing what they're wearing. When they have that gavel that's sitting right there. The sound of that gavel, I'm gonna tell you what that is. When it comes to someone doing you wrong, harming you, and betraying God's law, because they have to keep in mind that if someone has ever harmed you that way, they're also violating God's law because you're one of his angels. And once that gavel is done like that, that means that's a final sentencing. They're supposed to work under God's law to make sure that the enemy that is trying to harm you is put where they belong. Even the ones out there playing victim and lying and doing all this and doing all that, crying wolf. It's up to them, like when it comes to their level of discernment, to see through that because God gave them that power to see through that. Because why you think at the end of the day, when it comes to being in the courtroom, that they're the main ones that have the power to that judgment? That's why. The prosecutor could say this. All these other individuals, the jurors and all the other people could say all of this. But the ultimate ruling is going to come from that judge. That's all about judging both sides of a situation and what they see or what they know would be fair. Because that's what they're supposed to be there for fairness, balance, and justice. Not to have this one side, not to have the plaintiff side or the defendant side. It's about balancing out both sides of what's going on taking place. Therefore, would be both of the scales. But when you got the scales like this, it's unfairness. It's imbalances. Therefore, that's where spirituality plays a big part and role within a 3D law when it comes to those situations. That's why God granted people the power of intuition. And believe it or not, like some of the legitimate people out there that actually do their job the right way in law, that investigate situations, these detectives, they have intuition. They have that level of discernment to tell when something is off or when something is not right. When something don't feel right, it means it's because it's not right. When, when you have that intense, heavy gut feeling that something ain't something right with you about a situation, you need to pay attention. That right there is also, once again, spirituality. Spirituality is trying to work through those detectives to let them know that there's a problem. That's God trying to guide them as to say, hey, this ain't right. This ain't right. Don't ignore that feeling. I don't care if it's just a small inkling feeling. It don't matter. That's a warning sign from the spirit realm to pay attention. Therefore, it's going to resonate with what I just said with the details, how spirituality plays a big role and part within it comes within these situations. Hold on. I'm getting there's a lot of things that's changing here with the Wheel of Fortune. There's an external shift, there's a universal shift, and there's a spiritual shift. There's three different shifts that are taking place. Therefore, it's going to bring a lot of positive transformation and a lot of clarity and truth about this powerful energy that they have on this side over here. But the Wheel of Fortune, this is all changing like this. This is the shift. All this is part of this shift. And there's three different shifts that's taking place. There could be some hiccups here and there because of it being on three different levels. Like there's three different frequencies that are shifting. You have the 3D plane, you have the universal plane, and you have the spiritual plane, which are three different frequencies. Therefore, it's like changing gears. It's going to have to align with that gear. Like imagine pedaling a bike and you switching a gear. How that chain link's supposed to go to the next on that sprocket like that. Like it's supposed to switch and go upward. This is what's taking place. And this is kind of uncomfortable change that some of these individuals could be going through. So this is not going to be a comfortable transition or ascension that's taking place either. That Wheel of Fortune card with the Hierophant both teamed up together with the major arcana, two major arcanas, with this energy along with the magician. This is giving me the vibes of the golden age energy, which Aquarius is in this energy right here. That's Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, which are fixed signs. It's giving me the vibes of like the golden age. On top of the Wheel of Fortune, they have an Egyptian head that's there too. The Pharaoh, which is Egyptian. Yep. And you have the golden age. Okay, so that right there will be a confirmation because Egyptian colors are gold and blue, right? Yep. And I want to say the Egyptian colors are red, black, and green. I definitely know it's gold and blue. Gold and blue. There's something very significant about a powerful individual here, bro. So yeah, like this could be taking place like this shift. Three different shifts taking place could actually manifest this into the golden age. It's the closing message. The shift is going to bring some form of transformation and ascension into like some golden age energy. I do see a lot of conflict dissipating with the Five of Swords reverse. That's part of this shift. There's a lot of conflicting energies, a lot of hostility that are dissipating. Hold on. What else is going on? The Three of Cups reverse. This shift is also going to be separating people that once thought that they was friends with each other. They're no longer going to be friends. This is separating false friendships. These are people that has been spreading rumors and lies, possibly about a religious leader or a spiritual leader. These people will no longer be friends with each other. False friendships will dissipate and disappear as if they don't exist anymore. They're not going to have anything to do with each other. That's another thing that's part of this shift. Yeah, exactly. They can't trust each other. Seven of Swords is coming out again. They can't trust each other. So this is them avoiding this. This can be taking place now, but there's a shift that's in the process of manifesting. It's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling you. When this card comes up, shift is definitely taking place. Three different ones, though. That's the thing. Three different ones. Not just one shift on the universal level. This is on a 3D plane, universal plane, and a spiritual plane. And this is part of that shift. Like people are no longer going to be friends with who they was once friends with for years. That shit's out the door. Why is that? Because apparently turning their back, it's like delays. These are people that they could have once went on vacations with and had a good time with. Partying, vacation time. That's coming to an end, bro. This is what I'm predicting to take place. Like, I'm not one that usually predicts things to take place like that, like a prediction. But it comes to me saying, "Oh, I predict this will take place." When it comes to this situation right here, these people that was friends with each other for years will no longer be friends with each other. I'm sure of myself. This is exactly what's going to happen. Watch. It's already happening now. It's already happening now. They're already avoiding each other now as it is. But there's more truths that's going to come out that's going to be able to confirm why they may be separating themselves. Therefore, it's going to close that chapter. It's ending. Ten of Pentacles. Damn. I'm also getting this could be closing out like relationships or connections that may not be resonating with them. This is going to lead people to more of a stable environment and to be a stable community with the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, Four of Wands, I'm saying that. It's like the hatred is going away, the hatred is leaving. Whatever was causing all this hostility is definitely leaving. Why is that? Because they're on the judge. Okay, so this right here is all about awakening. So people are going through an awakening. Judgment card, Scorpio energy. They're going through an awakening. This right here is all about that ascension too. 111 on the likes as I'm saying that exactly. So this is an ascension. That's why all this hostility and conflict is in it because there's an awakening. There's a reckoning here, a force to be reckoned with. There's also forgiveness. With the Five of Swords reverse, there's forgiveness. This is giving me the vibes of a whole public setup, bro, transforming with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Like a whole renewal of a public setting where people are happy. Like this is home. But it sounded like to me that what was once home to these other people, that's Three of Cups reverse, or whoever was causing issues at disrupting a piece of this land and this Ten of Pentacles energy, that right there is no longer going to be valid. Yep. I'm also getting the Most High has some type of wave, like a waved energy here. Most High got this on a judgment. Clarify the judgment card. Queen of Pentacles. So there's a renewal when it comes to what you do for your job. Some people can also ask you for forgiveness because of what you do for your job. Somebody try to cause a hell of a lot of disruptions when it comes to what you do for your work. That's all part of this right here, bro. Like this is not welcome. This is no longer welcome. Ten of Pentacles, and then you got the Four of Wands. I'm also getting the vibes if people don't like who you are, then they could move. That's the type of energy I'm getting. Like they could move. It may end up happening too. It could move. Because what you're doing is not bothering anybody, apparently. Somebody knows this. I know this shift right here actually knows that. The universe and spiritual realm knows that. Look, Six of Pentacles. So there's a form of conflict in regards to what you do for your job. People may want to act like there may be somebody that may want to ask you for forgiveness by gifting you a payment or something, paying you back for some form of conflict, and just moving on with their life. King of Wands. This could be someone in their family member. This could be a brother of this individual. The devil. Something is trying to control these individuals, what it looks like. Something's trying to control them. Either way, there's an awakening that's happening. Is the main reason why this Five of Swords is in reverse. And someone may want to pay you back or gifting you a payment and ask for forgiveness. Like giving you a check or something. I don't know. But that's what I have for this reading. Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo energy. Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo energy, and Taurus. You could be one of these signs that could be going through this transformation, ascension, physical 3D shift, universal shift, and spiritual shift. Donations links in the description box below.